Heisman Trophy winner here in Ann Arbor, ESPN College Game Day analyst. And you were in Lambeau Field last week. Wisconsin LSU was such an incredible game. I mean, this past weekend in college football was so awesome. A great kickoff to the sport of football prior to Labor Day. And now here's this week where there's no games with ranked teams going against each other. Which do you think is the best game this weekend with a possibility of an upset?
Well, I think there will be some really, really competitive games out there. We're at one. I think Tennessee versus Virginia Tech should be a really good game. Obviously, Tennessee didn't look good in week one, and a lot of people around the country picked Tennessee to get to the SEC championship game to represent the East. So, I mean, they have some rebuilding to do as far as their offensive line and try to get things done in the trenches. Josh Dobbs is their quarterback. He's a guy who I think he needs to become more consistent. His accuracy sometimes starts to he has problems with his accuracy sometimes. I think he needs to be more consistent. I almost lost the game for him in overtime. He tried to dive into the end zone, actually fumbled the ball, but one of his teammates recovered it, and that's how they beat Appalachian State. I think TCU and Arkansas is going to be a really good game. Arkansas just squeaked by Louisiana Tech last week by 1 point, and they were favored to beat them by 3 touchdowns. So I bet you Brett Bielema looked at that tape and showed it to his players and probably really reamed them about it and just beat them over the head with, listen, you can't play down to your opponent's level. We have a standard here, and we have to play up to that standard. And TCU, same situation. They're in a situation where a lot of people picked them to win the Big 12. They struggled last week out the gate, too. So I think those are 2 really good games. When you look at Virginia Tech and Tennessee here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, and then Arkansas TCU should be a really good game, too.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.